Journal entry, 16th of the month of July, in the year of our Lord 1112. Old age is a strange beast. At first, I thought it would consume me, yet I have come to make my peace with it, and I have shed the sadness that was towering over me. Without hubris, I can say that I was the hero of our times. My skill with blade and axe was legendary, as were my journeys and deeds across the lands far and wide. To see one's mind and body failing after such a life would cast anyone into despair, but I have come to perceive it as the final test the Lord has put before me, and I shall pass it. Slower I may be, and not as sharp of wit I may be, but I am no blubbering fool soiling his bed, just an old man, and I shall enjoy the sunset, just as I have enjoyed the morning and the afternoon. Many plans I have drawn with shaky hands, to improve life here in Toulouse, which has become the home I have always sought, for me and my family. The mighty aqueduct, if it can be completed within my lifetime, will be my masterpiece, and I shall stand before the Lord with pride when my day comes. Duke Bernat the Strange of Toulouse is not losing hope in his old age and has accepted that, times are changing and his time will eventually come, and is enjoying himself as things go. And Toulouse is a beacon of light in the increasing darkness of the Frankian Empire, which rules with ever-increasing brutality by Emperor Eudes, a treacherous lackey and conqueror. Alas, the irrigation project is running over budget. My appointed assistant architect has come to me requesting that I spend even more on my aqueduct project in the county of Toulouse. Surely you yourself can see that any construction project would be expensive under these conditions, my lord. Allebrand is actually an architect himself, so he's very much a kindred spirit in this whole endeavor. All right, find me. But he's not the assistant. So I can either find a replacement, which makes it a stewardship challenge, and I can make. I have a 29% chance of the project completing in a few months, or I can pay 115 coin. I do not have 115 coin. Now, we could go into debt, but that actually increases the chance for a troubled construction to 60% rather than from 20%, and there's a 50% chance of discontinued problems. So no, find me a new assistant. We do not go into debt for these sort of things. And by the looks of it, things have gone very quickly. With a new assistant, significant progress has been made and the project is completed, which means that we now, if I can, somewhere I would assume that I should see the impact of the aqueduct. A letter has arrived, a proposal from the petty king Merchant II MacBrien of Munster to the effect of a betrothal between his daughter and my son Alderic. Now, his daughter is still not yet of age, and she is a rational antagonist, so she is very vengeful, but she is also somewhat patient, and she seems to be of significant stature. However, Alderic, I have talked to Alderic, my son, and he is very concerned about his disfigurement, and as such, despite the fact that it would create an alliance between ourselves and the House of Brian. Brian? I'm not sure. It would go against his wishes, and I shall not force my will upon him just for yet another alliance between countries. As much as it would assist us, I will leave that freedom to him. If it were, since he is the heir to Toulouse, and Bernat himself remembers what it was like to finally find somebody in his life that he would be happy with. So we shall not be arranging the betrothal. It shall be declined. I am not the only one whose age is catching up on him. Farah the Brave, my martial knight and best friend, has become infirm, on top of losing one of his arms, and in the past battles. And I feel that for his time will come as well. Similar goes for Takulf, who is ahead of me in age yet, and who is ailing, and Edwig of Exeter as well, one of my knights that we picked up in our earlier travels, whose daughter unfortunately has been afflicted with leprosy. He is getting on in age as well, and his health is not what it used to be. So we may have to begin. Farah shall remain my marshal for now and train my commanders and pass on his knowledge, but we shall eventually see what needs doing, and may have to replace him at some point if he becomes incapable of fulfilling his role. Oh, here we go. I am present to witness the last stones being placed in my new aqueduct in the county of Toulouse. My steward holds out a cup and catches the first few drops of flowing water before offering it to me. The ground is still hard and inhospitable, and much work remains, but the water is fresh and will in time bring new life to this soil. As the rivulets become a stream, I reflect on all that my work has taught me. Even decades from now, we shall still reap the rewards on this. I get a stewardship life cycle perk, but more importantly, Toulouse gains new aqueduct, which is 20% development growth for 20 years. So if we're looking at Toulouse now, we have a development growth of 4.6. Does that already take that into account? No, it hasn't seemed to be applied yet. So what was it? 4.6. So once we do that, now we have 5.1. So yes, more. We're already at 21 development, and this is also obviously being helped by the work of Allebrand von Schwerin, who is increasing the development in Toulouse and is an absolute genius when it comes to stewardship. Which I have now a new perk to unlock. And I think at this point we may as well start focusing on something else. I think what have we not done at all? Diplomacy. Oh, I'm too old for diplomacy. I'm too old for martial. We might do some learning. Yeah, why not? We'll probably switch to learning, and we'll do the scholarship focus. So as my mind grows weaker, and so does my body, I shall still try to challenge myself in my old age. And learning is not bad, actually. It's one of my. I have learned many things as I went, but I still actually have to put the perk out. What do we got? Men-at-arms maintenance, tributary taxes, vassal tax contribution plus 10%, domestic affairs, efficiency, or large levies. Domestic affairs, I think, is what we're doing in. Is what Takulf is doing, which is improving the opinion of my direct vassals, and they're actually a fair few. Simply because every town. They're not all particularly in favor of me, but the town, each city has its own mayor, and all the mayors are direct vassals. So I have no nobility as vassals, but the lowborn mayors are counting as vassals. So getting that actually improved is not a bad thing. So we're doing chains of loyalty. There we go, and that should improve the works of Takulf, my current chancellor and diplomat. But yeah, all my old friends are indeed getting very old. More than anything, my quest to be a learned man is teaching me how much I do not know yet. What more, there must be so much knowledge that has been lost in the ages, as books fall apart or languages are forgotten. Perhaps I could contribute by making a new translation of one of the classic works, although what would I even translate? We've got the regula pastoralis, how to lead a good life. That would be a learning life. We could do the secret of secrets bestowed to Alexander the Great. And it's the same thing. And it all sounds too hard. Nah, it's fine. We'll give it a go. But I think how to lead a good life sounds sounds definitely like something for a pious and noble character such as Duke Bernat. So we'll give that a try and we'll see how far we get with that. My translation of the Regula Pastoralis is coming along, but one section in the version I am copying from gives me pause. My scribes insist that the words on the page mean, as we hold 2 feet in spirit's rising edges of hunter. That cannot be right, can it? Yeah, translating things that have been translated from Aramaic to Greek to Latin and then into French, in this case, it would be something really weird. Let's see. I can do a learning challenge to come up with something more fitting. We can translate it exactly as it is. Or I can. Oh, actually, because my learning skill, I can simply just say, all right, this is obvious, people. Give it to me. I'll do this myself. Yes, that's not a chance. So translation quality will improve significantly, and we gain 75 prestige. Let me handle this. Meanwhile, we are constructing a few more things, including a pilgrim's quarters in the city of Castel-Sarrazin, and that'll help with future pestilence as well. But at this point, we're sort of saving up in order to improve the castle of Toulouse, because right now it's a motte, and I would like to upgrade that to a keep. But that costs almost 500 gold, so we're going to have to wait for a little bit until we get enough coin. A specific phrase from the Regula Pastoralis has been frustrating my translation efforts for days. Am I pronouncing this? I'm sort of doing an Italian pronunciation of this. This might be more Latin. It could be because I've been watching Metatron a lot, and he would usually sound like he has an Italian accent on Latin pronunciation. Anyway, has been frustrating my translation efforts for days. I have even started muttering it to myself sometimes. Still struggling with that one, are you? My bishop hefts a weighty old tome. One simply needs to know where to look. Yeah, Bishop Alain of Toulouse is first of all, he's also an old and infirm man. He's even older than I am. But he is an absolute moron. So he's nice enough. He's very compassionate. He's actually brave. But he is not very smart. So a learning challenge, and it's a 50-50 because, he literally has no idea what to do. But either way, so I can either get him to just tell it to me, and it'll improve slightly, or I'll challenge him to actually find what's going on, and if he does, it improves significantly. Otherwise, it'll improve slightly. So, well, either way, you help me, my old man. Let me see what we can find. Spymaster has come to me with grave news. We do not know yet who it is, but someone is plotting to kill me. I have some ideas. So that means it's a murder scheme against me again. So we have to redouble the guards, which is going to make everybody unhappy, unfortunately. But that should significantly lower that reduces the chance significantly. And hopefully my spymaster can make relatively. And the scheme has immediately been abandoned. So I have a few ideas. This guy comes to mind, and Duke Guillaume the Accursed of Languedoc. Do I have any other rivals at this point? Actually, he's not even my rival anymore. It could also be the Emperor himself. He doesn't particularly like me either. So wars have seemed to have died down a little. Wars in England are going on, but the attempt of breaking up the Empire of Francia has put a bit of a dampener on any kind of aspirations for future candidates of trying to do that. And we have yet another grandchild. Thibault de Genève and Antoine de Villeron have had little Bertrand, my grandson. Yeah, why not? May you grow strong and wise. Now he needs a guardian. So what I generally do is I set the guardian to be the parents. If it's a boy, then it goes to the father. If it's a girl, it goes to the mother, unless they have some specific traits and like they were really, really strong or really intelligent, and I need somebody very specific. Then I'll try to get somebody to sort of train their successor. But in this case, I'm gonna try and find not Thibault, but where is he? Antoine, there he is. Okay, so you shall become his ward and teach him the ways of the family. I find myself working on the translation of the Regula Pastoralis for hours under the flickering light of a candle. Often I will barely notice time passing. My scribes remind me, however. My lord, it must be past midnight by now. Is it not time to rest? I was going to say I'll sleep when we're dead, but we can... I think, okay, so I can either slightly improve the quality and it'll be concluded faster, or we'll take some sleep, which significantly improves the quality. So I think some sleep will do us all good. Yeah, that's the best option here. Payon, the son of Omory and Constantia, has come of age. He's an honest and calm man, and definitely a bookworm. He is sterile, actually. But he has become an astute intellectual, and as such would make a very much learned man in court. And we might see if we find somebody for him. If we find somebody for him to marry. It's always good, just from a gameplay perspective, to have some people who are not married, because it allows you to arrange something if you need somebody with a certain proficiency. My daughter Elodie returns home from her walk with a strange young man linking arms with her. This creature is clearly unkempt and road-weary, dirt smattering his modest clothing. Father, this is Abelard, son of Captain Randolph of the Shield of St. George, the famous adventurer. He is also the man I have fallen in love with, and if you give me your blessing, we shall be married. He is a profligate zealot. He is maybe not a bad man, but he is married. So that is very much not the path that you should follow, my daughter, because this man is married, and he will not make a good husband for you. I shall have to put my foot down and say absolutely not, because this would make you an adulteress, and it is against the Lord's wish. If he wasn't married, I would have said, and he's a good man at heart, despite his shortcomings, I would have said yes, but definitely not for somebody who's already married. So as much as this pains me to withhold from my daughter her heart's desire, but that shall not be. Our alliance with Roger the Bully de Hauteville has ended, since he has drunk himself to death, which means that we're now allied with his son, Duke Roger II of Apulia, and that means that Faidida has become Duchess Faidida, the Princess of Fashion of Apulia. So she is actually now at the same rank as her mother, and the ambitious little lady certainly has come far in life. Duchess Matilda of Tuscany has announced to the world that she and her vassals have converted to Waldensianism. Having become disillusioned with the teachings of the Catholic priests, the nobles of Tuscany no longer consider the clergy to be righteous and true. As Waldensians, they believe their new faith properly aligns with the will of God, and they are distancing themselves from their former religious institutions. Heresy! I call heresy, especially that they're literally right next to the Holy See. So, as much as I'm not friends with the new Pope, who is a godless villain, I'm really not. He's extremely cruel and cynical. I much preferred his predecessor, and I can see why they're doing this. But still, popes come and go, but the Church remains. My translation of the Regula Pastoralis finally stands complete. My words rest on beautiful illuminated pages, all protected by a lavish cover, as it benefits the work's importance. The tome has taken a pride of place in my collection, and every priest who reads it is mightily impressed by my efforts. Some are already speaking of making copies of their own. So that definitely has been... yes, I lose the translating book, but I gain a lifestyle perk and the accomplished translator. So this has definitely been a worthy part of my latter days. The papal envoy has reached my court, bringing news from the Vatican. Pope Alexander, whom we just talked about, issued a call to arms to all righteous Christian rulers. As a Catholic Duke, I am expected to prepare my men in support of this most holy cause, sponsored by the Universal Church itself. To all those who will take the fight against the vile infidels desecrating the holy grounds of Jerusalem, the Holy See promises full absolution from all sins and the guaranteed place in heaven. Oh dear. So, the Crusades are on, and the Pope has called to liberate Jerusalem from the evil, and that would be Emir Amir from the Sheikhdom of Jerusalem, part of the Musavid Emirate. So we can have two ways. We can have two ways to go about this. We will pledge to join the crusade called by the Pope as soon as it starts. We could pay into the war chest, or we could keep our options open. So, despite the fact that I am no friend of the Pope, but he is still the Pope, and when the head of the faith calls, there's who are we to reject him? So the crusade for the Kingdom of Jerusalem will be starting, and we shall prepare some of our warriors to join the effort. That means first we have the scholarship. The scholarship. What do we get? That one's great. Plant cultivation, the development and county efficiency. Yes, unlock that. And that'll improve the work of Alebrand. Now here I was in my old days, so the crusade for the Kingdom of Jerusalem is now ongoing. The launch is in 14 months. The Pope himself is having a war chest. I've never really done this, but I shall appoint a beneficiary. So can't appoint him. He's just the heir. So, well, there's not many then. It can only be Elodie, really, because everybody else is either a child or an heir to, is already a ruler or an heir to the title. So what, is she going to become the Queen of Jerusalem? We'll select her as our beneficiary, and then we will see what comes of this. So so far the war chest contains a we'll see. So for now, that's going on. And since Elodie might be getting caught up in that, I have decided that she would need a worthy husband to accompany her. And given that her taste in husbands is questionable at best, René, the son of Raulf and Philomena, shall be arranged as, and this will be a matrilineal marriage. So we will welcome him into the house de Villeron, and the two of them, he shall accompany her on and be her strong right arm. He's zealous as well. He has defended her before as a child, and I really don't know how the two of them never matched up together. But sometimes you have to force people's lucks. So that's that. We shall see what we shall see what becomes of this endeavor once it starts. Yet another perk available in learning. So learning per level of devotion increased. Okay, that'd be pretty good as well. We've got this would be the scholar path. Alternatively, going down theologian, not really. We are very faithful, but scholarly circles, learning per level of devotion, unlock that. And that is what we shall go with. And I think we've got pretty much enough corn. Not yet. Yes, we do. But we don't actually have the innovation to do this. Let's have a quick look at the Toulousian culture. We're currently fascinated with knighthood. So the where do I see the other things? Oh, there's the innovations. What was it? Battlements? I don't even have that. Okay, so it would probably be this one, which would unlock all the fortification buildings. I would assume that it's that. But yeah, we're working on knighthood. It's still probably going to be another 12 years, but that will significantly improve the knight effectiveness by 20%. Sort of thing stacks pretty well. And men-at-arms be a good one as well. Move for another men-at-arms regiment, but we're working on it. My main focus is the development of the county of Toulouse, and since we can't upgrade the castle, then we may as well build something else. We've still got the castle in Beaumont-sur-Lez, which can be upgraded. So we've got the crop fields, which we can upgrade, and then we will keep some coin in reserve in order to do other things, as well as for the upcoming crusade, which is going to launch in 13 months. It's definitely been a good idea to get Elodie married off, because Mayor Louis of Castel-Sarrazin, he's been apparently visiting her at night. So. Yes, she needs to get some stability in her life. I think letting her run loose is not great. You shall be betrothed, and I think you'll be getting along well with René. And hopefully he can, despite the fact that he's a bit younger than her, he can rein her wiles in a little bit. And yeah, the mayor. My friend, you're twice her age. That is ridiculous. You should be ashamed of yourself. My wife, the Duchess Peronella, eagerly brings a man before me. My duke, allow me to introduce you to Jonas, claimant to the county of Vannes. He bows before me and says, "It is an honor, my lord. Sadly, Vannes will most likely remain out of my grasp without a beneficiary on my side." So he's an adventurer, basically. He's a traveler, a fellow traveler, a trusting but wrathful. He's a gentleman, and he is looking to get his hands on the county of Vannes, which is currently ruled by Duke, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, of Brittany, who is melancholic, reclusive, and a fan of negotiable affection. So let's. This man would definitely make a better ruler. Now, do we want to start dabbling in the internal politics of Francia? I think we'd have no choice, because Toulouse itself cannot always just stand on its own. So I might be able to help him with that. Also, that means he will join our court. And why he's not particularly good at anything, we will see if well, we'll see if we can eventually do something about that. Cecile, my antiquarian, has improved my old armor and has gained plus 2% knight effectiveness. Nice. It reminds me, actually, I might have to fix some of them, to be honest, because they're starting probably to get on there in age. Now this one, reforging might also be interesting. So I'm not sure what will happen if we I'm not sure what reforging actually does. So well, I might have to quickly read up on that. But reforge or repair. Reforge cost 4 coin. So does it improve that? We'll have a look. Okay, it basically turns it into a court artifact, which, since we don't have a royal court because we're not a king, actually doesn't really make any difference. So instead, I might just repair a few things. Yeah, we can repair. This is actually relatively expensive to do that, but let's get that repaired, as well as the battle axe. And yeah, we have a few things that can get repaired. I guess it scales as it goes. So we'll repair it as we. I'll keep probably repairing these things as we go. René, whom I have personally trained as my ward, has come of age, and he has become a fortune builder. So we have taught him relatively well, despite his skills are not quite where I would want them to be. But he will now marry Elodie, hopefully putting an end to all these suitors of hers, into the house de Villeron, and with that. And yeah, Peronella obviously has made great impact as well. So he gets open terrain expert and fortune builder until we meet again. So he has come of age, and so am I, really. And Peronella as well is getting on there in years. But it is good to see our children marry, and with that, these two can hopefully have a good future together. All right, so Elodie has married René, who has become part of House de Villeron, and because it was matrilineal. And that just leaves Alderic, who still has no interest whatsoever in getting married. And one of my knights has... okay, he's become an aspiring blade master. Nice. It's the training of Farah the Brave that makes all the difference. So with the... okay, oh my goodness, look at the numbers. This is going to be and the war chest. This is definitely a larger event coming up here. So I think, given that the Crusade is going to launch within 8 months, then I'm not sure how we're going to do this, but we'll soon be raising our troops and probably bringing them over a little closer to everything. And for the Kingdom of Jerusalem, and who knows, maybe René and Elodie will come into the will become the rulers of Jerusalem if that crusade ends up being successful. But it looks very much like a tie at this point. So if we're coming in piecemeal and landing on the beaches, this is going to go very poorly indeed. So we shall see what comes of this. I shall definitely not be part of it, but we'll probably be sending Alderic instead, as Alderic will be sent in my stead to lead the crusade and to lead the troops, or whoever else we've got around. But He might just be there as a knight. But yeah, this is going to get very busy in the Holy Lands.